Hey guys, what is up? Rob M here, and today we are doing a deck building video for GOC only. You can also add in some regular dominants to make this a fun regular rotation deck as well. So all the cards in here will be from rotation. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in, and thanks for watching. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe. Subscribing helps put Redemption out in front of more viewers. All right, here we go. So we have 7 Lost Souls. We have a couple of fortresses. We have 4 utility cards. I believe 9 heroes in deck, 11 enhancements in deck, 8 evil characters in deck, 11 evil enhancements in deck. And then for GOC only, there's 4 dominants in this deck. And then to make it a rotation deck, you could always just add in Son of God, Angel of the Lord, and New Jerusalem. If you don't have New Jerusalem, Christian Martyr from the I deck could be an option. And now a word from our sponsor, Your Turn Games. Be sure to check out yourturngames.biz for all your redemption gaming needs. Whether it be booster packs, display boxes, contender decks, complete sets, and so much more. Be sure to check out yourturngames.biz. Alright, and then for the reserve, we have 10 cards in the reserve, which you can have for a regular Type 1 deck. Make sure there's no dominants or lost souls in there. So we got 4 good cards and 6 evil cards. Alright, let's go over the deck in a little bit more detail. Alright, so for the lost souls, we have Defiled. Opponent puts a good card in play during battle, you may draw X. X is the number of good brigades on a card put in play. Just make sure you remember to use this Lost Soul because it can help you draw a lot of cards out of your deck. Shut Door Lost Soul. If an opponent plays a good dominant, you may underdeck this card. Revealer. If drawn or put in play by an opponent, you may reveal cards from the top of a deck until a Lost Soul is revealed. Play it or an evil character if you do not control one and underdeck the rest. Sometimes you're going to want to play it on yourself so you can get an evil character out. And if you hit the evil character before the Lost Soul, then, could end up underdecking some souls, so that could be nice. Harvest Lost Soul, great for soul generation. If put in play, or if rescued, you may create a Lost Soul token in opponent's land of bondage. So that would work when you put it in play for a token in your opponent's land of bondage, as well as when it's rescued. Undesirables, if rescued, rescuer must skip their next battle phase, limit once per game. A couple of meek lost souls, since we are running Pharisees for defense. Burial, underdeck a lost soul or any number of meek lost souls. If an opponent played a good dominant this turn, you may underdeck a lost soul. Crowd's Choice, you may take a good card from deck or reserve. You may take an evil card from deck or reserve. So, the choice is yours. Maybe there's a really good card that you need for offense or defense, then this is a great way to get it. If you're playing with Son of God, New Jerusalem, or if you're lucky enough to have a Second Coming card, this could be a great way to get to them if you just need to get that last soul to win the game. Harvest Time, select any number, play that number of lost souls from each deck, regardless of protect abilities. Grapes of Wrath, discard an evil card in battle to shuffle all of your characters in battle. If the active player results from this battle and does not have a hero in battle and receives soul advantage over other player, that player may end the battle to begin a new battle. And then we got Jerusalem, and you can play this as a neutral site or as an evil fortress. Each upkeep, you may reserve a random card from a deck to take a New Testament card from reserve. So if you're playing somebody with gold offense cards, this is going to be a great way to be able to get those cards back that have been reserved. If attacking, you may discard an evil dominant from hand to resurrect an evil New Testament human. Church of Christ, if you play a unique church hero from hand, you may create a hero token. Good gospel enhances used by your lone follower tokens cannot be negated by an evil card. I am waiting to open more Gospel of Christ cards, so I would probably either replace this or also add the Empty Tomb to this deck, as well as the Resurrection Dominant. So those two cards would definitely be helpful to this deck. His Sacrifice, as an enhancement, convert all evil humans in battle, negate and banish all evil non-humans in battle cannot be interrupted by a demon. And then you may negate and discard a curse or an evil enhancement or an evil dominant as an artifact. So if you are, playing somebody with woes out, that could be a way to get rid of it. Concealed Riches, another good card to have in case you do face the gold offense in GOC only. Discard this card if you do shuffle all cards from reserve or exchange up to X cards from hand with an equal number of cards in reserve. All right, for Drachma Coin, so we are also wanting to put Peter into this deck. Don't think I have him in here currently, but this is a great way to protect your hand deck in reserve from opponents, protecting against that reserving aspect of good gold cards. And then while Peter is in play, you may discard this card to draw 4. 3 Nails, if you need to reset the game, basically, this will be a good card to have. If opponent has board advantage, you may banish this card. If you do, shuffle all your cards in play, set aside area in hand, and each player must draw 8, regardless of protect abilities, cannot be negated. Your heroes do need to be meek for this, so this might come out for the Resurrection or something like that. Mary, the Mother of James. So we do have some Empty Tomb heroes in this deck. If blocked from hand, good gospel enhancements cannot be negated. You may convert this card to meek to ban to any number of Empty Tomb females. We got Susanna. Look at the top X cards of a deck. X is the number of female heroes in play, which hopefully is a good amount. Take up to 1 and underdeck the rest. Cannot be negated. This could be a good way to underdeck some souls. Mary, Holy Virgin. You may negate and reserve an evil or neutral card in a territory. You may take a star card from reserve. You may convert this card to meek. Cannot be negated. So we'll definitely have some star cards in a reserve for Mary to take out. And then we're going to move on to the Bethany Trio. Lazarus the Called. Resurrect a gospel human hero as his star ability. You convert a Bethany hero to meek to negate evil cards. You may draw X. X is the number of Bethany heroes in battle. May ban to Mary of Bethany. Then we have Mary of Bethany. Top deck a gospel hero from deck. Negate other characters in territory. While in battle, restrict evil dominance. May ban to Martha. Mary the Restored. If blocked from hand, you may take a good New Testament card from deck. May convert this card to meek, negate characters except Empty Tomb heroes and enhancements. Joanna the Generous, another Empty Tomb hero. If blocked from hand, toss the next evil enhancement played in battle. You may convert this card to meek to draw 2, or take a good New Testament card from reserve. Salome the Sorrowful. If blocked from hand, protect lost souls and this card from evil cards. Good enhancements are regardless of protect abilities if you convert this card to meek. All right, here's our last Bethany Trio hero, Martha the Diligent. Top deck a New Testament artifact from reserve. Opponent must reserve an evil card from hand. May ban to Lazarus. Bethany heroes cannot be negated in battle. So you can get all 3 Bethany heroes into battle, and it can be pretty devastating. You got CBN heroes, If you go back to Lazarus, so let's just kind of take a look at the Bethany Trio real quick. So, all right, so we got Martha. Opponent must reserve an evil card from hand. So you're already taking an evil card out of your opponent's hand. Then we're banning a Lazarus, and then Bethany Heroes are going to be CBN. And then you can convert a Bethany Hero to Meek to negate evil cards. You may draw X, may ban to Mary. And maybe you might want to start with Mary of Bethany. So you're going to negate other characters in territory. While in battle, restrict evil dominance. So you're going to stop evil dominance. You ban to Martha. She is going to reserve an evil card from opponent's hand. And then Lazarus is going to convert one of those Bethany Heroes to negate evil cards. So unless they are playing CBN or CBP evil cards, you're going to have a pretty beefy offense to start. So that's 20 attack and 21 defense. So that is a pretty strong offensive rally right there. So pretty cool. All right. So for our enhancements, emptying the tombs, X equals the number of resurrected heroes resurrected by this card. You may take a good gospel fortress from deck or resurrect any number of heroes from each player. So that's where empty tomb might come in handy. If not, the Church of Christ is still pretty good. I believe all the heroes in this deck are Jerusalem heroes, so you're going to create a hero token off of each of them. And then paralyze and or bounce up to X characters this turn. So that could be pretty strong. Hospitality in Bethany. If you control a Meek hero, draw 2. Interrupt the battle. You may take a white gospel card from reserve. Hero may ban to any number of New Testament heroes. Day of Judgment. Play a lost soul from each deck. If used by a New Testament hero, banish this card to banish all evil cards in battle. Redemption. Protect Meek heroes from evil cards until the end of turn. So if you're able to set this up with the star ability, your Meek heroes would be protected. And then as an enhancement, select up to X evil cards. X is the number of your Meek heroes. Convert the selected humans and reserve the rest. Then we got the Ascension to play a lost soul from a deck. Interrupt the battle. You may play a clay hero from reserve. Hero may ban to any number of New Testament heroes. Cannot be negated if used by a Meek hero. Convincing Miracles. Discard an evil card from a reserve. You may resurrect a New Testament human hero. If played in battle, convert an evil human or underdeck an evil card. Cannot be negated if used by Lazarus. So we're getting a hero back if it's been discarded, and then converting an evil human. So that's pretty good. Reassurance of Jesus. If used by a New Testament hero, negate evil cards in battle. You may balance all Meek heroes except tokens, or take a good gospel card from reserve. No need for spices. Top deck a good dominant from deck. You may take a good New Testament card from reserve. If played in battle, negate and reserve an evil card or an artifact. You could take out your opponent's cross. Stone roll away. Discard an artifact. There's another way to get rid of the cross. If an empty tomb is in play, negate an evil card in play or set aside era. Underdeck all evil characters in battle. He is risen. Interrupt the battle. Set aside X evil characters for X turns. Hero may ban to a New Testament angel. And X is the number of your New Testament female heroes in play. So you could be setting guys aside for a good amount of turns. And then good seed, we got that in here to get good enhancements from reserve. But you could also use it to add your New Testament human to battle. All right, on to the evil cards. Gatekeeper's Maid for choose the hero to attack. And then if you control a meek lost soul, draw 1 for the star ability. Plotting Priest, you can have that in your territory. If the opponent uses a search ability, you may underdeck a meek lost soul. If blocking, you may take a New Testament black enhancement from reserve or deck if you control a meek lost soul. Insincere Inquisitors, if blocking, prevent the next good card played in battle. Active player may reveal up to X cards from hand instead. They do not reveal each good brigade in battle. Protect meek lost souls from rescue. So, I mean, that's not the best card for having other lost souls other than meek, but still could be pretty good, especially if you are preventing the next good enhancement played. So, Captain of the Guard, you may play a Sadducee Warrior from reserve, or if you control a meek lost soul, may ban to a Sadducee Warrior. Cannot be interrupted. So yeah, we do have a Sadducee Warrior in our reserve for that very reason. Emphatic Incriminators, top deck a dominant from each hand. If blocking, negate a good card, may ban to a Sadducee, or you may draw X, limit 3. X is the number of your meek lost souls, so you might not hit the draw unless you switch out for more meek souls. Supercilious Scribes, protect this card from the next good card played in battle. This card is used a lot, I've seen, at least in the matches that I have played. May ban to a Pharisee or Sadducee, or you may say exchange a good card from hand with a card from reserve. So you could get any card out of your reserve with him. And then we got the Brood of Vipers. If blocking, you may negate and underdeck a good card in territory. And exchange this card with a Pharisee or Sadducee. Cannot be negated if you control a meek lost soul. We got Malchus, underdeck a meek lost soul. This guy is in here for Soul Gen. You may capture this card to a player to add a Sadducee from territory or reserve to battle. Cannot be prevented if you control a meek lost soul. Alright, and then we got Demanding Miracles. I mean, you take a good enhancement from opponent's hand. If you control a meek lost soul, opponent must top deck a good dominant from hand. Cannot be interrupted. Superstitious Seams. Draw X. X is the number of good dominants in all discard piles. And then you may take an evil New Testament card from reserve or deck if you control a meek lost soul. Discard a good card in battle. So, battle winner there. Crucify, Crucify, name a hero. Discard all copies of the named hero. Matthew. Oh. If you control a meek lost soul, discard all copies of the named hero from opponent's hand, deck, or reserve. Oh, maybe you're going to want to get rid of John or even Matthias with the crazy stuff that they're pulling these days. Questioning Christ, discard a good card from a reserve. Negate a good card. Toss all good enhancements with toughness X or less. X is the number of your meek lost souls. And then we got Tenants, Kill the Sun, interrupt the battle. Character may ban to an evil human, or you may discard a hero. And you may discard a hero. So you're going to interrupt the battle for whatever they're doing to you and try to discard them instead. Cannot be prevented if you control a meek lost soul. We got Gathering the Sanhedrin. You're going to interrupt the battle. You may take a New Testament human from reserve. Character may ban to any number of Pharisees and Sadducees. Cannot be negated if you control a meek lost soul. So yes, some of this is better with more meek souls. So maybe that is something you can consider. But that defiled lost soul that draws is too great to pass up, as well as undesirables. So, false accusations, negate a good card. If used by a Sadducee, negate good enhancements of a selected brigade. Cannot be negated if you control a meek lost soul. And then this would be 53 cards in the deck. 56 if you add those regular cards for regular play. Son of God, Angel of the Lord. Withered Seed, top deck a good enhancement from reserve. You may underdeck a good enhancement from opponent's hand and a meek lost soul in a territory. All right, so that is the Empty Tomb and Pharisees. So I guess Jerusalem Heroes and Pharisees deck onto the reserve. So we have Jesus Appears, resurrect a hero. Used by a New Testament hero, set aside all evil characters for X turns. X is the number of all players' redeemed souls Each player may draw X. Joseph of Arimathea. Opponent uses a search ability. May bounce a character in a territory. Attacking may convert this card to meek and choose a evil human to block. We got St. Patrick. He can top deck a green card from deck with his star ability, but more importantly, he is a meek hero. And then we got Send the Helper. Banish up to X evil cards. X is the number of your meek clay heroes. And then as an artifact, you may bounce a clay hero in a territory. Great thing for this is resetting your Bethany Trio. If your meek clay hero attacks, you may take a good card from reserve. And then we got Temple Guard. You may take a black card from reserve or a black enhancement from a discard pile if you control a meek soul. If you take from discard pile, discard an evil card from hand. Dubious Doubters. If blocking negate a good card, you may banish any number of cards from opponent's discard pile. You banish at least one, protect a lost soul, or up to X meek lost souls from rescue. Alright. Caphias the Conspirator. Evil and New Testament enhancement used by this card are regardless of protect. While blocking alone and you control a meek lost soul, restrict good dominance, may ban to a Pharisee or Sadducee. And then we have Sadducees, may ban to all Sadducees. Peter's Curse. Reserve a hero, cannot be negated by disciple. Or as a curse, restrict good dominance, cannot be negated, limit 3 rounds. And then Temple Guard Spears. If used by a New Testament human, you may discard this card to negate and decrease a hero 0/6. Some of these heroes have pretty small toughness, especially on meek, depending on the card. So could be a good card to use. So that is the deck and the reserve. All right, so it's important to consider some deck building rules. The deck must contain 50 cards, 7 of which must be lost souls. So you can have no more than 7 dominance because you have 7 lost souls. In order to have more lost souls or dominance, you must go up to a larger number of cards, and you can find that information on the Cactus forums. Generally, you don't really want to go much beyond 56 cards. You might go to 57 or 58 to get the extra dominant slot, but strictly speaking, I would stick to 7 lost souls and 7 dominance in a 50 card deck, and then 10 cards in your reserve. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. I've been your host, Rob M. This has been a Gospel of Christ deck building video for Redemption CCG. Please remember to like and subscribe, or give a comment down below. Maybe there's a type of deck that you would like to see built. And once again, I'd like to thank our sponsor, YourTurnGames.biz. Be sure to check them out for some redemption supplies, maybe some card boxes, and even some game sleeves, whether it's for redemption or a different game. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye now.